Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video I want to share with you 3 cookie tools that have changed my cookie life or my cookie game, whatever you want to call it. But 3 tools that have really improved the way that I make cookies, that have improved the time that it takes me to make the cookies, and tools that I just feel that are very essential to somebody that is making cookies as a business or somebody that is making cookies in a massive amount. I feel that these products will really help you because they help me a lot. Okay, so for my first product, I'm not really sure what the actual name is because a lot of people have different names for it. But for me, I think when I ordered it, I went on Amazon and I did a search for a bun rack and it actually came up. So this little thing that I'm talking about is one of those things that you see at bakeries. Like some bakeries will have them out and it's basically like a little, like a rolling shelf that has a bunch of little shelves on it that you can place your cookie trays into. And basically what it did for me is just help me declutter my counter when I was making tons of cookies. And let me show it to you. Okay, so here it is, a bun cart / bun rack, baker's cart, whatever you want to call it. So I think that this tool really improved my cookie / baking life, because before having this little guy, I used to put every single one of those trays onto every bit of counter space that I had. And sooner than later, I would have every single inch of my counters filled with cookies, with cakes, with, I don't know if you guys can see it, but over there, those are like little like cookie racks or cake racks where you place your cookies or cake that come out of the oven so that they can, like, I don't know how to say it, but like air out. I don't know if that's the right term for it, but it just helps it to cool down. Or are they called cooling racks? I don't know. But I basically got the one that is a half size. There's some that are taller and that go way like up here, but obviously at the time and even now, I'm more of a cake person, and when I was doing cakes, I wasn't taking that many orders where, you know, I had like 20 cakes on my counter. So it wasn't necessary for me to get the big one, but I do know a few friends that have the larger bun racks. And if you're somebody that's making cookies constantly, somebody that finds that you're running out of counter space, or even if you want to use it as a storage rack when you're not using it for cookies, like sometimes when I'm not using it, I'll put like larger pans on there and I'll just stack cookie pans right on top of each other, and then when I need it, I just take it out. Anyway, so this is the bun cart, the bun rack, whatever you want to call it. It is super helpful, and I did get it on Amazon. I got that little cover on Amazon too, and each one of those pans and the liners are from Amazon. I'll link them below so you guys can see the links to every single one of those items. Okay, and for this second product, we have the DoughEZ mat. Now, if you haven't seen it before, I'm gonna show it to you right now. Okay, so here's the second tool that I think has improved my cookie game, and I also use it instead of just for cookies. I use it to roll out cake pop dough and different kinds of things. You can also use it as a work surface, but it's a DoughEZ mat. And if you've been following me for a while, you've probably seen the method that I used to use, which was I would place a nonstick sheet. I would use yardsticks from Home Depot as my guides, and then I would place my dough and then use parchment paper over it to roll. This is basically the same concept, except I feel it's a lot cleaner because these sticks are made out of plastic and they come in different thicknesses. So if you want thinner cookies, you use the thinner ones. If you want thicker cookies, you use the thicker guides. So this is what you do. You place your guides on here. Obviously the slit's facing out. And I still go ahead, even though this is a non-stick surface, I put a little bit of powdered sugar on here. Then I place my dough over it, and then you just basically close the flap and you begin to roll. And when you open the flap, you have an evenly rolled out dough, which takes out a lot of the guesswork versus doing it, you know, old school way where you just roll and kind of like hope that you rolled it out the same thickness. I feel like it's very beneficial and I love it. And just in case you guys are wondering, this is the Wilton rolling pin. I'm not quite sure the length. I think it's 19 or 20 inches long. And this is the rolling pin that comes with these guides. Essentially, it's a little bit of the same concept, but the only problem that I find when trying to roll out something using the guides is I'm not very good at it, you guys. Like, I'm being super honest, I'm not very good at it. So by the time that I have everything that I think is rolled out, I'm going into my dough with the actual guide itself, and then I've marked it, so then I have to re-roll it and go at it again. Whereas this, although you may have some dough spill over, you can just wipe it off and cut in between here. And now for the last and final product, which I think is probably my favorite, but it's this mini Pico projector. Now let me give you the actual name for it. So here's the box. I don't know if you guys can see that. Okay. LED Pico pocket projector. I bought this, I think, 2 years ago, and I made a video about it. I'll link it below, but there's probably newer versions of it out there now. I also bought this on Amazon. If you've been watching for a while, I buy most of my things on Amazon, and I think it all is because where I used to live, there wasn't that many like cake supply stores, so I would just go to Amazon, or I would just resort to going to Michael's or Hobby Lobby, but sometimes I was too lazy to drive there. So yeah, most of the things that I have are from Amazon. Anyway, the final product. So it's this Pico projector. It has, you know, a bunch of little holes and things that I don't know what it's for. It has an SD card slot, a USB, and then this little thing, which these are the things that I use the most on it. Now, if you want to see a full description of this product, like I said, I will link my previous video below, and I go over like what all those things are. But basically what this little thing does is it helps you to project an image onto a cookie, a cake pop, and it just makes your life easier, because if you're not someone that has practiced calligraphy or somebody that can freehand write on cookies or on cakes, this is a true time saver, because you literally just find your image, you make an image, you write an image, you know, whatever. The goal is to get an image on here, and then this will help to project it onto your cake or your cookie, and then you can just trace it with royal icing, with edible markers. You can do buttercream. Basically, your options are endless. You can do anything with it, and I'll go ahead and insert a few pictures of what I'm talking about here. So if you're someone that is trying to up your game in the cookie world or in the cake world, and you just want to make things that are like, I don't know, Instagram pretty or Pinterest pretty, whatever that means, this is definitely a tool that you need. It's definitely a tool that took my cookies from zero to hero. And that's it, you guys. Those are the 3 products that I feel have improved my cookie and my cake game a lot. Now, if you have some of these products and you don't like them, or if you have these products but found better products, definitely let me know in the comments below what you have found so I can try it. If you have a product that you haven't tried but you want to try but you don't want to spend money on it, let me know. I might be willing to spend money on it and try it for you and then review it for you here. But yeah, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and leave now. I gotta drink my coffee that is back there, and it's probably cold. Anyways, you guys, have a good week, and I'll see you next time.